guys, and yes, I am here without hair, makeup, anything done, because I just had a procedure in my face, which is why I'm blocking it, because that's what I'm going to talk about today. Those of you who have followed me for a while, you have more than likely noticed the gigantic mole on my face. I really could not tell you how long it's been on my face. I'm in my 30s now, but I know it was there when I was in high school, but I know it was not there when I was like a little kid. And I was noticing lately that when I press my lips together, the mole, which was on the top left side of my lip, hits the bottom side of my lip. And that just sent off a billion red flags in my head that, oh my gosh, it's growing. That means it's cancerous. I need to get into the dermatologist now. And in general, I'm really bad about going to the doctor. I hate going to the doctor. I find them just absolutely terrifying and painful. But I made the appointment. I went into the dermatologist and he was like, yeah, let's shave this mole and then we'll send it off to get biopsied. And usually when a doctor says, okay, we're going to do something, he and the nurse disappear for like 20 minutes to prep things up and then they make their rounds back into you. Well, this time the nurse just reached into her pocket and pulled out a syringe. They pretty much immediately stuck it into my lip and were cutting off this mole. I had no time to emotionally prepare. I was scarred from this. And even when it was flat, I've always hated it because people have looked at me and said, ew, you have herpes. Ew. And no, it's a mole. Like, herpes move, I'm pretty sure. Like, this thing has been on my face since I was at least 15. So even beyond the health factor side of it, which is really what motivated me to go to the doctor, I have just wanted to have it off my face for as long as I can remember. So now that it's gone, let's have a big dramatic reveal where I have gone from having a giant mole right on my lip to a mole-shaped scar of almost the same color right on top of my lip. Look, I bet on camera it doesn't even look any different. I bet it looks the exact same, probably even worse because I don't have makeup on. Because I can't put makeup on and I can't use my like acne scrub stuff, so I look horrible. But looking at myself in the viewfinder, it looks the exact same as it did before. Now, I'm hoping that the scar is going to kind of heal up, and once the swelling and everything else fully goes away, that it will not be as noticeable, or if there is a spot, I'll at least be able to cover it with makeup. Whereas before, I was just putting lipstick over half of the mole, and I was trying my best, but let's be honest, it looked hideous. And it's funny because my lip feels lighter on this side, but I hope I'm not grossing any of you guys out. I know this isn't the typical kind of thing I talk about, but I kind of felt like there was going to be at least a few people that noticed that something was different with my lip. So instead of trying to hide it or have people try to be like, look at her, she got plastic surgery, or, something, it's always something negative when you're a woman who changes anything. So I thought I'd get out in front of it and be really open and honest about it. And the procedure actually did not hurt as bad as getting cavities filled. So I was surprised. I was on, as soon as they pulled out that shot, I was like, okay, I'm a really big baby and I hate needles and I'm really afraid. So just forgive me. I'm trying not to freak out. But yeah, the shot didn't even burn like he said it was going to. And I didn't feel a thing. And, once it wore off, it hurt. But it was nowhere near as bad as getting cavities filled, which dentist is a whole other subject. I hate going to the dentist because they're so mean and I have such a weird mouth. But also it's 2021, we're coming up to springtime. I really want to get back into being motivated for, losing weight and getting healthy again. And 2 years ago, I was doing pretty well. I lost 50 pounds in, I think, 6 months, but then I lost motivation and then the quarantine hit. So I really, really lost motivation. And now it's like, oh, I put all this weight back on and I got to do something. So you're probably going to hear me talk more and more about some health and fitness stuff I've been doing just to kind of check in. But we'll see. You always know that a diet or an exercise routine is working when people start to comment on it without you talking about doing any kind of diet or exercise. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hopeful that this little health scare has got me motivated enough to want to live to see tomorrow. Maybe I'll be able to get myself together this time. We'll see. My weight has been just this up and down crisis struggle my whole life. I got fat around 3rd grade and I didn't really lose weight until 10th grade, and since that point it has has just yo-yoed all over the place. Anyways, guys, my glasses are absolutely filthy, and these lights are reflecting every little dot of dust in them, so I'm gonna go get myself together for the day. This video is probably like, surprise, I'm actually an old lady in a shawl, which these shawls are a lot more comfortable than people would think. They are much better than trying to wrap up in a blanket when you have a room that seems to be blessed by the Ice King. But yeah, I'm really gonna go now. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble on here, and we'll see you next time, family members. Bye!